Once everyone had arrived, Eric started going through a comprehensive briefing for the day's hunting, which was to take part on nearby farmland that contained small populations of wild and free-ranging game. In accordance with game management, the season and the laws, the briefing included a detailed explanation of the individual drives or beats, plus strict safety rules and the specific animals to be targeted and the fines involved for shooting the wrong game. Impressive to note was the effort that local hunters and gamekeepers make to maintain and sustain game populations, and importantly, keep them in the native forest and away from the farms and agricultural areas where they can quickly become a pest. On this property, game feeders are positioned throughout the thicker forested areas to distribute grain, and attractants are also used to bring in the game to added food like sugar beets, which help them to survive over winter and maintain a healthy population. Since this forest is also open to the public, by law, detailed signage must be posted prior to the hunt, warning anyone of the drives taking place. And prior to the day, Eric had been busy marking out the entire road network. With the briefing concluded, Eric filled in the gaps for me, as obviously my Swedish was a bit lacking. So now with everyone up to speed, it was into the vehicles and straight into the forest. All the hunters were grouped into cars and vans, and to minimise the impact of scent and sound, not to mention speeding up the process, there was minimal walking to get to our stands, which were all located close to the roads and tracks. We've just been dropped off in position. The rest of the hunters are continuing on along this road network to be dropped off at their stands, and ours is just up here. So exciting to be in place on our stand now that the other hunters or the vehicle's driven off and the other hunters have taken to their stand. It's actually okay to shoot. Once it's safe, it's okay to shoot. I've got an earpiece in here, as you can see, so we're linked up to the hunt. Everyone's got an earpiece in, and they'll let me know, let everyone know when the beaters have actually started. It's so well organised, as you can understand, with the safety concerns with so many people involved. It's a very strict structure and layout. We're not to leave this stand during the hunt. We're in position in the middle of the hunt, and the beaters are coming towards us, and this is called the first beat. We've got 3 beats today, so 3 drives, if you like. There's lots of rules in place for what you can and can't take. The briefing this morning, which was in Swedish for everyone else, which Eric gratefully translated for us, and we got our own private briefing, kind of goes like this. Obviously, safety is number one. We've got a lane over here to my left and to my right. It's a quite narrow lane that's strictly no shooting, and it's well flagged with red paint. So whatever we swing through, we cannot shoot through there, because that's the lanes to the shooters either side of us in the stand. So what's coming through and what's available for us to shoot is pigs. I'll go through the sizing in that shortly. Boar, a Roe Deer. It has to be a buck with antlers above its ears, so a mature buck. Other than that, we can shoot fawns, and they encourage fawns because this is all about management as well. Fallow, we can shoot fawns and spikers, and between everyone on the beat, we allowed 1 mature male, so 1 trophy buck, if you like. If that's shot at any point, someone has to radio it in after the shot, and then it's off license. You could say it's done for the day. With red deer, we've got hinds and calves. If a hind and a calf comes through, you shoot the calf first. You don't take the double. But if a female's on its own, as a lone female, but we have to report that in because there's only 1 female. And moose is also available, which is pretty cool, but we've been told there's a very low likelihood of a moose being in this area, as the moose are further north in Sweden. Also allowed fox and badger, any quantity of them. So pretty complicated to understand, but just got to keep running those through my head, make sure I shoot the right thing. Other than that, it's going to be super exciting.